I want to bring this up to you, and I brought this up in the open of the program. You tell me if I'm off base on this. Darius Cooper will be like the first time that Jalen has made a player that wasn't a first-round talent an option. And let me tell you how I'm going with this. So Matthew Stafford, when he's in Los Angeles, Cooper Kupp wasn't a first rounder. Puka Nacua was like a fourth or fifth rounder out of BYU, something like that, right? He elevated those guys. Made those guys players, right? Mahomes, the same kind of thing, right? Making really, really like C students into B guys. Now, Jalen might like this challenge here. You're turning this kid who was a UDFA into a player that might be a contributor.
Yeah.
That's a feather in your fucking cap, bro, that you took a guy and made a guy into somebody that could be a contributor. Because let's face it, outside of Devontae and AJ, who else has he thrown to that he's made better that wasn't a top flight first-round draft choice?
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been prevalent so far, but.
No, what I'm saying is that, yes, that's what I'm saying here, that this might be something here that Lemon has created with his absence here, because I asked you this yesterday. I wonder if they're going to go to Jalen and go like this when it comes to that last receiver. Hey, do you want to keep Darius Cooper? Do you want to keep Johnny Wilson? And Hurts goes, I'm keeping Cooper. I got a better chemistry with the guy.
I agree.
You think they talk to him like that?
John doesn't think so.
Really?
John said, is it not already obvious they don't listen to anything Hurts says? I mean, Jalen was posting with the quarterback coach they just fired this summer.
Man. Fuck, man. I'd want to know what Mahomes thought.
I know, but dude, Sills, this is not exclusive to Jalen Hurts, dude. We talk a lot about how good this front office is and this organization. Yeah, well, they run it a certain way. They did the same thing with Doug Peterson. Oh, you want your own coach? Now, fuck you. Oh, Jalen, you want this guy? Don't care. They don't care.
Isn't that the stuff AJ was talking about? They don't listen?
Not really. I mean, look, you give them a lot of credit. You're the one who says that the coach and the quarterback are both cabooses. So you better sit back and let them go. Can't criticize them.
I'm just saying, I'd like to have some input from my fucking quarterback if you like this guy or not. Do you like throwing to Cooper? No. Howie likes Johnny Wilson more? I'm keeping Johnny Wilson?
No, there's roster management, there's politics, there's contracts, there's guaranteed money, there's all sorts of things, Sills.
I fucking hate that about the game, but it's true.
It's true.
That's why when you hear people in here going, number 3 wideouts, Darius Cooper, I'm like, you're high. You're high. That's not happening.
He might be from a meritocracy standpoint.
We have the kids walking. He's starting Mekhi Lemon.
Dude, they got to get it. They got to get Darius Cooper on the field.
So the practice, you're sold.
I'm sold on what?
You're sold that what he's doing in practice, he's going to translate.
Well, remember, he did it in the preseason last year.
He did.
And now he's practicing versus Vic's defense. I mean, you hearing any other receivers that are doing good against Vic's defense in camp right now?
Nope. I don't.
I don't know. I mean, Jalen seems to like him. Jalen talked him up. Everybody seems to be talking him up a little bit. So he's obviously got some sort of great ability, that leads him. So one of my favorite things is, and you say this too, sometimes there's dudes that can just fucking play. It doesn't matter who you line them up against. It doesn't matter who the coach is. They can just flat out play. And it feels like Darius Cooper for a little bit has that. He can just play. It doesn't mean he can he's the greatest, but I mean, he can flat out play. So get him on the field. The other thing is, Jalen needs chemistry with his wideouts. He's been that type of guy. He's got chemistry with one. Put him on the field.
Dude, Jerome used to be this guy. You'd sit down like next to him and do this, Xander. You'd just start shaking your head going, no matter how good I could play.
Yeah.
That guy is just that guy. And it doesn't matter how you played. There's just dudes that could just get out there and just flat out play. Michael Irvin was like one of those guys. Dude, Reggie's one of those guys.
What did Vic say about Jalen Hurts today?
Oh, here, I got it. He thinks Hurts is having a really good camp. And he says this.
You left that out of our questioning.
No. I said that. I know. I said that Hurts sounds like he's having a good camp too.
You did.
But he goes, he's trying a lot of different things. That's probably why it's wobbled. That's okay though. Dude, I'd rather have you wobbling in fucking camp and practice.
Yeah, I mean that's
September, right?
That's part of camp.
You think Jalen's going to have an MVP type season, Xander?
No, I don't think. I mean, MVP means he needs to. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I don't necessarily know that would mean good things. Like, I think the team has to get back to being a balanced, good overall football team. You hear Sileo say it all the time. You want the superstar or you want the great unit?
The collective.
I think the great unit is more important for this Eagles team. Now, Jalen has to have a bigger role in that this year because I don't believe they have as much talent on the outsides. I think Jalen's going to have to elevate, but I'm not going MVP. I just think the unit has to play up to the par, and Jalen has to be a big part of it.
You know that the chances of Jalen Carter winning the Defensive Player of the Year award are like limited.
Why is that?
In the last 25 years, there's only been 2 defensive tackles to do that.
Was Chris Jones one of them?
No.
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Aaron Donald and Warren Sapp.
Okay.
2.
People like splash hills. And Aaron Donald had 20-plus sacks, I think, one year while getting double teamed 60% of the time.
That's the year.
When Myles Garrett got to 20-plus sacks, he was double teamed 30% of the time. Think about how insane that is.
You see, guys like Jason Cole like to vote for flash. They don't really like to go.
I don't think that's Jason Cole.
Okay, so Jason likes flash.
One of the reasons I think I love to listen to Jason Cole talk football.
He likes those San Francisco guys, so he's like, he likes the flashy guys and all that other stuff. Like, right.
Well, I mean, Fred, you look at some of those guys. I mean, there's plenty of guys on that team that are not the most flashy, but I think are worthy of a Defensive Player of the Year vote. I mean, Fred Warner in his prime. I mean, that dude.
Bosa won it.
Bosa, right?
Yep,
I think I just saw a report on Bosa. I'm not sure if he's coming back or what.
Oh, is that Joey? Was that Joey or Nick?
No, Nick. I don't have it open right now, but I think there was a report today that Nick has been moved up to day-to-day because remember, did he tear his ACL out?
Yep.
We'll see what
happens. All right, Big C, I'll tell you what we will do. We will see you tonight on Birds 365. How you doing? Right?
Later, brother. Appreciate it. Yep.
Love you, Z. Appreciate you, man.
Later, dude.